Come back, then I'll start explaining as they'll be feeding. Once I finish, I'll hand it over to you. Then you ask questions or you add on what our dev said. Is it okay? Thank you. There's someone coming. All right. Let me start. Well, we do have two types of vultures already here. If you look at the smaller ones, those hanging outside with pink faces, those are the hooded vultures. And the bigger ones at the center there, those are the white-backed vultures. And the taller birds in black and white, those are not vultures, those are the marabou storks. Also other fascinating birds, those ones. But I'll talk much about marabou storks later. Let me quickly get back to the reasons why we are feeding these vultures. Is it because vultures are starving in the wild out there? No, vultures have plenty of food in the wild, but studies have been done to ascertain the reason why the vulture population has been dropping year in, year out. And after those studies, a lot of results were pointing at us human beings. How then do we get involved? It was discovered, ladies and gentlemen, that vultures are facing a variety of human-created challenges. If you look at a vulture, just check the wingspan. They range from 1.5 meters to 2.5 meters. So, whenever a vulture locates an electric line, it can't easily change direction. Vultures cannot change direction at a short notice. So they sometimes collide on those electric lines, they get electrocuted. Sometimes they can be lucky not to be electrocuted, but once they crash land, they sometimes break their legs or wings. Once one of those gadgets is lost, they won't be able to take off. Then they become vulnerable, falling prey to predators such as cats, hyenas, or even jackals. That affects their population. Well, we do have another problem with some of our farmers. Some of our farmers practice subsistence farming. And in some of our regions, there is no much of crop production. So, most of their wealth lies in the number of livestock they own. So if a farmer wakes up in the morning, checking on his livestock, only to find out that one or two beasts have been killed by predators, that would be a great loss to that farmer. So what they think of is to do away with those predators once and for all, so that there won't be any such losses in the future. That's when they come up with ideas such as putting poison on the leftover carcass, hoping that if those predators come to finish their kill, they feed on poisoned meat and all die. But forgetting that those predators are also very, very sensitive animals. Whenever they sense human movement, especially in the early mornings of the day, they quickly move back into the wild where they belong. And when it's daylight, what comes first is a vulture. This is not even a quarter of the vultures which sometimes come here. So today I think there's a queue out there. But imagine if I had put poisoned meat here, how many vultures I would have killed in just 5 to 10 minutes. It means this whole flock which came here today can disappear on just one carcass. But remember, vultures do not multiply all that fast. A single vulture lays a single egg every year, which takes 53 to 56 days to hatch. Once it's hatched, a vulture doesn't leave the mother's nest until it's a sub-adult, which will take another 4 to 5 months. So for us to come up with a flock that came here today, it can take 4 even to 6 years. And imagining that all the birds which came here were all females, having babies back in the nest, that would also mean the number of babies we would have lost. Because if the mothers die here on the feeding site, it means those babies will also die in the nest.